Welcome to the archive of human feelings. Today's entry is Unspoken Feelings number 1, the concept of getting better but never fully healed. Do you know the feeling wherein it hurts less but will never not hurt? We all heard of the saying that time heals, but in a lot of situations, it doesn't end up like that. Time eased the pain, but it did not erase it. So this raises the big question, why am I never able to fully move on? Imagine the story of falling out with someone dear to you. Then time passed and it's been years since the fallout. You've met new people and you start to build new connections. However, you come across an object or a place and it's somewhat associated with the person that you fell out with. And a lot of memories of you two rush into your head. At this point, it would be generally expected that it won't affect you anymore. But it still did. Maybe not as much as it did, but it still leaves a heavy feeling in your chest. So why does this even happen? Why do people still carry a fraction of the feelings they held on to from the past? The paradox of remembering to forget. It is indeed true that in this case, that the more you try to forget, the more you remember. When you go through a traumatizing event or an agonizing one, you may have the tendency to avoid or repress the emotions that come associated with it. However, research has shown that avoiding memories and reminders of difficult experiences pose more problematic consequences in comparison to acknowledging and working through your emotions. In the given situation, a factor as to why a falling out with someone still hurts after years is because of the pressure to forget and say that you've already moved on. The expectation that you have to be moved on already, especially after a certain timeline, makes you avoid the fact that you aren't over yet. The fantasy of finality. Sometimes what hurts the most about emotional pain is when there is no closure. After a traumatic or agonizing event, we often have questions left unanswered, and we may believe that having an answer would guarantee complete healing. However, pain does not need to vanish for you to move forward. According to research, closure suggests a clean break, a point after which pain no longer touches anything. But emotional wounds don't vanish on command. Healing is not about sealing off the past, it's about integrating it, learning to carry it differently. Pain may return without warning, but that does not mean healing has failed. It means the person is human. It means allowing joy and grief to live in the same house. People have the tendency to believe that moving on means complete indifference to what had happened in the past. This has the notion that it shouldn't hurt anymore, or that you have to have it completely erased from your brain. Which is why some people repress the fact that they are still bothered by what happened and leave it as an unspoken feeling. However, the process of healing is not definite. You will not completely get the pain out of your system, but it is about learning how to coexist with it. Therefore, it is not wrong for a terrible experience or past occurrence to hurt less, but still not be painless, because it will naturally still hurt, especially when that event has had such a huge effect on you. This makes me believe that pain is not temporary. The sting will still be there, but you will gradually learn how to work with it and leverage the pain as a valuable lesson.